Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Hawks taking on... Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. GA.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Clint Capella. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins.
Here we go.
And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, we've got Green. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid. And it's Scott in at the 4 spot. Young pass to Bogdanovich. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Collins after Ben Simmons' bucket. Goes up at the stripe, scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Bogdanovich is a shooter, and he's got good feel from the mid-range.
Now, here's Milton, defended by Young. Green passes to Scott. To the inside, here's Simmons. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Here's Young, and he makes that one. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Snell finds Collins. Now Young. Collins passes to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Collins. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Snell.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Simmons. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Now here's Collins. Bogdanovich inside, defended by Scott. Collins kicks to Young. Over Simmons. Atlanta again missing.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Atlanta also making some changes here. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. .135 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Maxey. Williams with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers leading by 4. Got a hand on it. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert. through the contact.
A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Harris drives in. Good work there as it goes.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari outside. Now Okongwu is guarded by Howard. Gallinari down low. Working on Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 3 to shoot. It's stolen by Harris. And now the 76ers on the break. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Dwight Howard, one of the biggest targets in transition. You can't allow him to get where he wants to go without resistance.
Williams passes to Hunter. Gallinari outside. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams in the post. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example
from Africa at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Capella in at the 5.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now here's Capella. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Young kicks to Snell. And stolen by Simmons. Wilton the pass to Embiid. 2 points. That one goes. Embiid's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got his second basket. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now, here's Milton. After Clint Capella's miss. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Young, and it's Williams in for Dunn. Now here's Williams. Gallinari wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Simmons.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Huerter. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
So here's Gallinari. 76ers getting the bucket. Okongwu, and the layup's good off the glass. Okongwu's now got his first 2 points.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one good for 2.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Gallinari passes to Huerter. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot to the middle, and it's sent back by Howard.
Now that reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Williams. The shot will not fall. And so it's Philadelphia taking a 19.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points. And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Green is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Oh, the lob for Simmons. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Now, here is Young. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Atlanta. Howard, good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It's Young on the wing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Harris kicks to Thybulle. Simmons dishes to Harris. Howard draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid, no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Bogdanovich. Embiid with the steal. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Embiid. He feeds it to Harris. Howard against Young. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins finds Young. It's good. 6 points for Trae Young.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Offensive rebound. The pass to Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks trail by 21. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
So good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Howard. Milton with it from deep. Hunter grabs the miss. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Tobias Harris. And here are the 76ers now. Following the miss by Lou Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Lou Williams still has some nasty handles. I love him busting out some of those tricky moves from time to time.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Pass to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Left side Williams. It's picked off. Here's Maxey. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Williams inside. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And they're here now, a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's done in at the point. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Capella. Hunter with it. He's against Green. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Atlanta also making some changes here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. Milton finds Scott. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Young. Rebound by the 76ers. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Embiid. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the 76ers lead by 17. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Passes to Young. Now Embiid. Green taking his time here. Kicks it to Simmons. For 3. The offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Milton. The Trae. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Capella. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Howard, the pass to Harris. He kicks it to Curry. From deep. Lets it go with a 3. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And here is Curry. Clock at 6.
Bogdanovic pretty good at making some things tough for his man. Very active on the defensive end.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Young kicks to Snell. Back to Young. To the middle. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
For three, Harris. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young outside. Count that bucket.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 16-point game. Curry can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Bogdanovich finds Capella. Snell from outside buries the long-range jumper.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. A look from above, the incredible city. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the Nets starting 5. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center. And for Philadelphia, we've got Green. Embiid is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And that one misses.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Good. And Harris gets the assist. 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Nets for 2. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Great positioning on the putback.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now, here's Thibault. Passes it to Howard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. No good with the layup.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Harden outside. The pass to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Irving. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Embiid. Torkmas comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Nets leading by 5. Brown outside. Pass to KD. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Pass to Milton. To the paint. Back to Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. pass to Llewellyn. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now, here's Maxey. Milton the pass to Harris. Back to Milton. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Green dishes to Durant. And good that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him to end the run. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's the pass to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Korkmaz, the second chance points on the tip in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Here is Durant. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Curry with some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Scott can't get it to go. Nets leading by 12. Here's Irving. Hill with some nice D. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here is Hill. After the basket by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Green. Shoots the 3 and stolen by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. That one drops for him. Irving's got 13.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Tries it from 19. Here's Scott. Goes back up. And a deep 3 from Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Irving can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And there it is for him.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. To the inside, here's Claxton, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. There's the lob for Harris. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
but confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Simmons. The putback, the shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's Durant missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And that one's good. Thibault.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And the Nets with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Harris. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. And he converts the layup. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
You can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Brown with the bounce pass. Here's KD. Misses off the left iron. So as we conclude the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 18 points and one of them. And that's a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green, and it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Nobody near Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 21.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Back to Irving. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Irving kicks to Harden. Irving passes to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Simmons. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Danny Green. Brown the pass to Durant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Claxton, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Ball's knocked loose. Feeds it to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Brown the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Simmons. He's got 18. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from KD. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Put that bucket in no time at all. Brown's got 5.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Shoots a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. Green with the ball. Off target from outside. The 76ers trailed by 19. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Launches it. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Korkmaz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Philadelphia, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Brown. From deep, Harden. Korkmaz grabs the miss. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Milton. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 15. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Brooklyn leading by 15. Now Irving. Back to Harden. For 3, Harris. Scott against Griffin. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. That one misses. And Philadelphia the other way now. Curry finds Hill. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Pass to Scott. Now here's Curry. Shoots over Griffin. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Curry.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Curry against Irving. Harden the pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. To the middle. Here's Irving. He gets that one. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Hill, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving passes to Harden, and Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving for 3. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Green. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green's checked in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync.
and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Harden draws the double, fires the three, and the Nets another three.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Irving from long range. Harden kicks to Irving, and stolen by Thibault. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
And he sinks the second. Here's Johnson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
They double-team Johnson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Maxey passes to Tolliver. Takes the three. Off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just... Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Outside, Simmons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. DiVincenzo against Green. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And the 76ers with possession. It's a 3-point game. Harris, and they pick up 2.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Thybulle. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer, no good. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. Here's Thybulle, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Holiday attacking. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0-5.
And they're moving it up. The finish. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 4 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Here's Embiid. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers leading by 11.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
It's stolen. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Giannis throws it down.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
The 2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Oh, he delivers that.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
He gets it in there.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
1:04 left to play in the first. Scott the pass to Maxey. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 9. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Tucker dishes to T. Portis can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Milton, and he jams it with authority.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
A nice shot by Teague.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. And it's blocked.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up 9. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally, I just want...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Curry is out there with George Hill. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. Here's Simmons. Here's Howard, and it's blocked. They recover it. Yep, it counts. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Hill. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Thybulle. And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yes, a great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
They get it back. Here's Embiid, the layup off target. Bucks trail by 4. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And Simmons with the rebound. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Simmons. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Now here's Middleton. Back to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. Here's the dish to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That ties the game.
Timeout. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the 76ers call time here. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots up.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Green. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Holiday, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Middleton left side. It's stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Howard kicks to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Simmons. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Milton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Milton. And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And the Bucks with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Holiday with it. Pass to Giannis. And the shot goes in. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And stolen by Howard. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter was a difficult one for Milwaukee. They tried to get their legs under them and establish at least. And that'll about do it as we.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Green, the pass to Harris. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. Here's Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. A kick out to Giannis. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
The Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. The 76ers trail by 6. And here is Simmons. 7 points in the game. Embiid dishes to Harris. Howard trying to free himself up.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside, Simmons. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the position that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
The 76ers trail by 7. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Thibault kicks to Harris. Over Holiday. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Good on both. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Down low, 6 to shoot. Here's Portis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 76ers trailing. Tried by Scott. Tipped away. Passes to Howard. Now Milton. No good on that one. Great D that time from T. Portis in the post. Working on Howard. The 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that look small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
That's tipped. T kicks it to Tucker. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Maxey. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And here's Tucker. Scott pulls it in. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Scott, and it's Hill in for Shake Milton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Teague. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's the break. Here's Maxey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And there's Hill. And it's Embiid in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Middleton. Finished off the break. Middleton's got his first points of the game.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And the 76ers making a change here. Tolliver's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
The 76ers trail by 6. Harris outside. Simmons inside. Covered by Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound. And he does it all at an efficient rate.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
He's not happy about the miss, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Timeout called the 76ers. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. On the wing, Harris. From 11 feet away. And the shot is long. Bucks leading by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Simmons. The
reach of Simmons. And coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
No good from Howard. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Middleton outside. No good on the three.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. 76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Howard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Harris outside. Plenty of space. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Giannis drives in. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Simmons' shot is good.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Pass to Simmons. And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 5. 1:31 left in the game. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Outside, Green. Stolen by Middleton. Giannis dishes to T. Takes it down to Middleton. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Embiid drives in. Forbes with the rebound. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the wing right side. There's the 3. For the 3. They grab their own miss. Hits it down to Middleton. Passes it to Forbes. Lopez dishes to Forbes. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
It's good.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
T kicks to Forbes. Misses the 3. From deep. And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
You're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Green out there with Scott. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. And for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. And the shot is good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Young passes to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Young's shot is off.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot.
Oh, wow!
He went high.
That was nice.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Now, here is Young. Now, Collins. And Bogdanovich kicks to Snell. Back to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Simmons passes to Thibault. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Young against Simmons. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. So it's Atlanta now after the Sixers pick up 2. And here's Young. Lob pass to Capella. And no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And then for Philadelphia, Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Scott. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And then for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is checked in for Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And Maxi's subbed in for George Hill. And the shot goes in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. In the corner, it's Hunter. Feeds it to Okongwu. Gallinari on the wing. Pulls it from the elbow. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 4. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Williams up on top. No points in the game yet for him. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the basket by Harris.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Williams. He dishes it to Gallinari. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Gallinari. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Harris has got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Actually out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz with the three. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Philadelphia, Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Right side, Collins. Snell finds Collins. The kick out to Young. Collins passes to Young. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 6-point game. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Pass to Scott. Back to Thybulle. Simmons against Bogdanovic. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Bogdanovic inside. Defended by Thybulle. Hawks passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovic. And that one hits back iron. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Young dishes to Bogdanovic. Outside Collins. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. Knocks it loose. And the Hawks with possession here. Herter passes to Gallinari. The feed to Okongwu. Out to the right wing. Gallinari wide open. Atlanta again missing. The 76ers leading by 12. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Milton with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Maxey. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Herter. Inside to end the cold streak. No good there. Excellent D from Howard. Now here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Howard in the post. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Outside Williams. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
Donnie's checked in for the Hawks. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Outside Hill. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Curry dishes to Embiid. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Now Embiid. With 4 seconds on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And here's Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Danny Green. The drive by Simmons. Count it. 6 points for Howard.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Young outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his first basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 6 points.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Young finds Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Clock at 6. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Simmons with it and guarded by Capella. It's stolen by Capella. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And Philadelphia has possession. Back to Simmons. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that...
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Curry. Good, nice job down low.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young looking it over. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the amount of pressure that Trey Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trey Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Passes it to Capella. Kicks to Gallinari. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Capella, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And there's the pass to Howard. Here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 19.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Harris passes to Howard.
And when Howard
and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Seth Curry. Embiid is out there with Scott. Then it's Green, and it's Hill in at the point guard position.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Scott the pass to Curry. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The Hawks trail by 19. Pass to Williams. And now we've got the intentional foul. Johnny Snell's checked in for Trae Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Scott. Harris comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill.
Tony Snell gives you plenty of size out of the backcourt. Doesn't always attack inside as much as he could.
Tolliver kicks to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Back to Williams. Pass to Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Williams. Harris outside. Here is Tolliver. He's guarded by Collins. Tolliver dishes to Embiid. Passes to Thybulle. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks trail by 19. And that's an intentional foul. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Time. It's not going to go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. He feeds it to Tolliver. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Ouch. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Anthony Tolliver. Here's Williams. Sinks that one from the post. Williams has got his first 2 points.
I like this choice by Lou. Could try to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
Harris, right side. Shoots it up. They get it back. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Howard.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Williams can't get it to go. 76ers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Embiid, no good. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And Herter gets it to go.
Physical D right there. But Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
The three from Simmons. Out to Harris. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. Here's Herter. Offline with his three. Bible with the ball. The pass to Harris. Pass to Simmons. The three can't connect. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were... Up next, welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Mike Scott out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So Well, I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the three-pointer by Blake Griffin. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Stolen by Harden. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
The slashability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Irving. Harden against Simmons. Yes, that goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Scott finds Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Shoots over Griffin. No good from Simmons. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Harden with the stop.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Simmons against Griffin. Launches a 3. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Now, here is Harden. Harris outside. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Outside for Griffin. Here's Harden on the wing. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage. Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Now here is Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Count that bucket.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. Harden outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Harden way outside. And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, George Hill out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the fourth. The pass to Llewellyn. The deep three from Durant. Rebounded by Howard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
A three ball. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers trail by 13. And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Claxton. Over Milton. No good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Releases from 15, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Here's KD. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Six on the shot clock. That one good for two.
Well, that jumper's so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
To the paint. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's KD. Not as good off the back rim and in. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Stolen by Durant. Over to the wing. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Brown. Tries again. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 19. Here's Simmons, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And Brooklyn called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and
Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here is Tolliver. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Irving up top. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And so we conclude the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Oh, whenever Kyrie is engaged, he's brought up.
And that does it for our...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, man. You're just saying that because it's true.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Anthony Tolliver. Back to Harden. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Kevin Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Durant with a wide open look. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harden kicks to Durant. Shot from the top of the key, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. KD's got 8 points. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Harden the pass to Brown. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to KD. From the arc. Again, Durant missing. The 76ers trail by 11. Up there for Howard. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Korkmaz. That one falls.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. KD on the wing. Passes it to Claxton. Left side, Brown. Here's Claxton. Back to Brown. Pass to Claxton. 5 to shoot. The drive by Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Milton. It's good from long range. Milton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Harden the pass to Durant. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. Over Harden. Maxey, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here's Harden for 3, and so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after.
How many fans do I got?
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Nets leading by 10. And so in the game for the 76ers, the young stars Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. George Hill out there with Green, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Tolliver. And for the 76ers, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. And Jordan sends it back. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Nets lead by 13. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. And stolen by Thibault. Oh, the lob for Simmons. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Brooklyn with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And they double up Jordan. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Throws it up high. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And Embiid has an excellent feel for the game, including how and when to pass the ball.
Harden surveying the D. Kicks it to Irving. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good. Feibel.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Irving double team. To the inside. Harris outside. Right side, Irving. Good on the shot. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
Here's Simmons. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The officials signals a jump ball here. And Brooklyn has possession. Harris kicks to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. The feed to Jordan. And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out the shooter. Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ben Simmons. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Simmons against Harden. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Simmons. Offensive rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 4. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Anthony Tolliver. Here's Simmons. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
And here are the 76ers now. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Durant against Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving's shot is good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player, somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden the pass to Irving. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. And the 76ers showing off their style as...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
And it's denied. They get it back, and Giannis gets it to go. And here are the 76ers now. Simmons looking around. Lays it up off the glass. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Here's Holiday after Ben Simmons' bucket. Lopez with the steal. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Here's Lopez. Nice move. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Embiid kicks to Thibault. Back to Simmons. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Shot's good by Middleton.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Outside, Simmons. There's the feed to Harris. Excellent D there from Holiday.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Simmons, and the rejection by Giannis. By himself, And Giannis throws it down.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. They get out in transition there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Here's Thibault after Drew Holiday's score. Passes it to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Harris. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Working tirelessly on the stroke. Tobias Harris trying to find consistency with that shot.
Giannis against Simmons. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. He was all alone on that one. Middleton's got 5 now.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Teague, the pass to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Hilton, the pass to Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A soft touch there from Dwight. Gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Giannis passes to Nora. Kicks it to Forbes. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Portis throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Milton. And a miss there on the triple. Here is Forbes. Got it up. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. Right side, Portis. Pass to Forbes. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Forbes has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks. Teague against Hill. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Bucks leading by 15. Down low. To the middle, Howard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Teague deciding where to go with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Curry attacking. Yep, that one goes in there. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Portis kicks to Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 13. Curry with it. Picked up by Portis. It's good on the putback. Korkmaz has got his first points in this one.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Tucker the pass to Forbes. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Forbes has got 6 points. 76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Simmons passes to Thibault. Baseline J on the way. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Green finds Thibault. Here's Simmons. And he makes that one. Simmons got his second basket. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. And to Kumbo inside. Simmons is there. The 76ers trail by 11. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Middleton outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Simmons. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Green kicks to Simmons. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kicks it down to Middleton. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. And Embiid throws it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Back to Holiday. 1 second left, and it's good on the way up. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Milwaukee in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 9 points. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jock Rivers. Korkmaz is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the 1. Here's Lopez. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And up the floor again, the 76ers running the floor. Scott can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 9. One-on-one fast break. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good from outside. The 76ers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Milton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Giannis. He's got 10. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milton grabs the board.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Korkmaz, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bucks leading by 5. Outside Teague. Pass to Nora. Here's Tucker. And here is Scott. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Milton. Rebound, Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Teague, the pass to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Howard, and it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
You cannot give Howard a clear lane to the rim. He's terrific at throwing it down there, especially off the quick first step.
To the paint, Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Milton, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Yep, it counts. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Stolen by Tucker. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. The shot's good from 4.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Good. Howard's got 6.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Teague with the ball. Pass to Portis. He kicks it to Forbes. Back to Portis. Count it. He's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 11. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Maxey. Shoots over Tucker. Again, Philadelphia.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Teague finds Portis. Here is Forbes. The second chance effort. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's blocked, but they get it back. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A terrific tempo. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Holiday against Harris. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Thibault can't get it to go. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton, and there it is for him.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Green against Middleton. Over Green. Another miss by Middleton. The 76ers trail by 7, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Outside Holiday. Inside. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris's shot is good.
Beautiful in the mid-range there. Sometimes it looks automatic for Tobias Harris.
Holiday. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. He's off on that one. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Simmons. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the 4th.
Giannis outside. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking. Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by the Bucks. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Holiday. Lopez inside, guarded by Embiid. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Lopez with the steal. Good D by Embiid. 76ers trailing. The pass to Thibault. Back to Green. Low block shot on the way. And that one clearly. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Pass to Embiid. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. From deep. So the 76ers win it. They seem to... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.